on Dust 2. It looks like Flamey's actually, you know, stepping up throughout this event. Zeus playing out of his mind.
Well, sounds like we're running out of, you know, potential solutions for this one.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, our analysts baffled, Na'Vi confused, and now one map away from a grand final. ENCE are doing everything right here in the Spodek. It's the major, the trophy in the center of the stage, and ENCE one map away from having a chance to fight for it. Henry, Sado, it's over to you.
The run of all runs, ENCE. Not only styling and taking apart, dismantling other teams, they're capturing every single heart in the audience while they do it. We're starting explosively on Dust 2, already some action toward Catwalk, but Edward, he's out mid for Na'Vi.
This is going to be a fast B split by the looks of things. Na'Vi setting the bomb into the and also, and it's going to be a couple of kills here. He has to defend and nothing can be done. Na'Vi look very confident in this round. The 5 versus 1 before it even starts. Aerial will do what he can, and that's quite a lot. Almost on for a third there as well. That could have got a little bit dicey for them. But there it is, a clean round for Na'Vi. Eventually, 3 will survive. Very fast mid-split coming through towards that B-bomb site. Didn't really miss many shots at all. And it is going to be 1-0 on the T side. And remember, Sean did mention now, this is not a map that's historically that good for Na'Vi in general. And ENCE have had up and down results in it. Sometimes been blown out the water and sometimes it's absolutely solid. We'll see which team turns up here. They're going to take Pico again in the second round, and it looks like they're rushing middle as they look to challenge anyone who potentially has a scout. There's no one there spotting it. This could be a problem. And it looks like the clean sweep will be coming in. Absolutely, 2 very fast rounds.
It's brazen to try and rush up middle, second round against Na'Vi. I like it though. They're laughing in the face of death. They won't give anything away to Na'Vi. They'll take every fight they can. Just that pace. It sends a message. Sure, get the round over with.
Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, but even still, just to have the balls to do it. If by some chance, some miracle, Simple wasn't inside spawn, they could have actually wrapped around and caught someone off.
And maybe got an AK from it, got a couple of kills, so certainly options there. But Alu has the AWP now. He spots a couple of players heading to the shore quickly. This time doesn't nail the shot, but he has got information. He's got teammates ready towards shore. That's going to be Aerial. Great M4 player. Finds the first headshot. He'll deliver pain to the second as well. It's a 5 versus 3 as Edward will salvage what he can towards long.
I feel like we're still in the pistol round, and it's already the first gun. It's the third already, and Aerial turning it around for ENCE fights to a Catwalk before they even had any sort of map control at long. That's how quickly that battle ensued. Simple will hold in the pit at this point in time.
Yeah, I don't mind that from Na'Vi though, trying to keep that fast pace up, and you know the buy's going to be low. They won't have incendiaries, but it's Aerial, who's one of the few players using the M4A1S still. Zeus will make his way towards the B tunnels. They're completely separated at this point. 1 in the pit, 1 top of middle, and 1 in the B tunnels.
This is a bit of a riddle. It's meant to entertain because Zeus wants to be the loyal apostle. He'll go in, try and take the bait. If they rotate across, Simple's got bomb at long. He just wants to sneak in and get a bomb plant down and clutch the round himself. They're putting a lot of faith in him to do so. Aerial still waiting on Cat, has Edward to deal with. That would be his 3rd kill if he finds it. But Simple is getting closer. He needs a little bit of a distraction. He needs a little help now. Flash, Aerial saw it coming. He read it well. Simple starts off the first. But Aerial gets 1 back. Simple, he's tagged to 4. 1 single shot, and Alexi's poor 29 seconds left, and Simple, he's going to be left fighting for his life to keep the AK. It might even be an ace for Aerial because he's rushing out Catwalk to greet him, and it won't be hard. With this HP, Simple's just hurt enough to slow it off. Capable, certainly, of shutting it down. He will.
Fair play to Aerial, might as well go for that. Obviously not the smartest move, but he wanted the ace, and you've got to respect it. He did fantastic work, and he deserved the crack at it. So he will go down, Simple gets him, but he will not be winning this round as the timer expires. Aerial does it all. 4 kills towards short. Really can't play like an absolute turret towards that position. He manages to mow them all down, no problem at all. He goes to round number 4 here. Orb still in the hands of Alu, this time he has armor. The replay, this fantastic work from Aerial here. M4A1S with a higher rate of fire, great in these close range encounters. Only has 20 bullets in each clip, but you can see he manages that very well. Simple the AWP. Na'Vi invest into the round. Got plenty of cash here. Looking to do some damage to the door, just focusing towards middle, just in case Alu takes a peek. He's one of the few AWPers that will challenge towards T-spawn. This round he'll be holding towards short. Boost by the looks of things here, towards lower and spot out towards short.
No boost. As I say, just no boost on the other side. Alu can still spot that though with the AWP.
Very Very slow defense. Flashes over towards long though. No CT presence there whatsoever. So that's valuable real estate picked up from Na'Vi. They didn't cost them much. They still have the majority of their smokes, their flashes. They only had to use 2 there to get out. Now ideally, when they have long control, you want to get your AWP towards that pin position. Then you go back and start pinching the A side and see what can be done. So Simple now is going to be left towards long.
Alu's swinging. He still wants to cover the cross at long. Smoke deep. They flashed Alexi to peek, and he didn't spawn anyone. So sure, Simple's there. But the fact that they've double stacked up on Cat and there's so much presence inside of middle, if Electronic even makes the slightest wrong steps. Oh, he made a perfect. The cut off. Alu overcommitted. He'll burn alive. Flamey. He'd put it behind them. He was trying to force the issue, force them out so that they couldn't retreat. It works out. Sergey will suffer a similar fate. In fact, Flamey gets X7. He's got a 3rd in the round, and Alexi's left cowering inside of CT.
Really nice round there from Na'Vi. Good, really textbook stuff. 4 versus 1. They know what the last player is. They're going to go for blood here as well. Zeus will confirm it. It's going to be another round on the board for Na'Vi. They go 3-1 here and they reset the economy of ENCE. 2 in this best of 3. That's 2. The pick of Na'Vi. Now, at this point, the Finns don't have much to invest with here. They are going to force it, though, however. 3-250s, 5-7s, and MP9 would be double eco, so they might as well see what they can do with this. Everyone going to they can. Alu, $1,400 just to make sure he has it all potential going forward.
Smoke, suggestive of a push through. It is going to be. They're going to go aggressive on it. They want to try and pinch both Na'Vi players. He was well aware of it. Didn't quite find a 3rd kill, but Simple called the smoke was down, and they were absolutely. And Edwards ready for aerial to be standing in the open, trying to get close proximity with pistol. Alu backing away. Around looks to be gone in the way of Na'Vi. Remember, they 7 threw up at a point on train as well. The rounds that were close, so close that as soon as the economy was broken, the half came right back to 8-7. So ENCE was very good at managing the nerves and the game, all while losing and falling similar to how they are now.
Full eco for ENCE. That force spy did absolutely nothing for them. Na'Vi look very comfortable right now. And this round's another gimme too. Will ENCE rush middle again? I'm not so sure. They've got 1 smoke. I'll put it towards mid doors, maybe go for a B stack here. That's a viable approach. You're just hoping that Na'Vi go for a rush B or a mid split, and you'll have 5 players in there. Now, with that smoke down towards mid doors, they won't have information this has happened, but you're not going to be rushing in these sort of rounds. You just want to hold up on your defaults, exactly what they are right now. Good call from Na'Vi. They've confirmed long is clear. There's no grenades at the start towards long. Bank on the fact that you could walk out and save this sort of situation. They've got long control. They don't have to go towards B now at all. You can see how tight that choke point is towards the B tunnels. Don't want to go near that at all. 4 of them towards car as well. I like that.
Yeah. A 4-seater saloon. Alexi wants to be the bait for that. So far, it's not compelling because they've gone over toward A instead. Zeus is clearing and is calling that no one is around. It'll be around again, so 5-1. The problem this time, there's no investment on the end side. Doesn't matter if they save or die. It does give away a little bit of money, but more importantly, if they don't find kills, Na'Vi, unlike last game, will get around where they actually build up a bit of a buffer.
So we'll push towards T-spawn. Bomb down, round guaranteed now for Na'Vi. They're looking to steal away. With kills, but that's much better. Okay, it looks delicious towards the end, in fact. One drag away. Alu can afford the AWP and some Kevlar and a bit of basic utility as well. One down. CT side becoming a little bit rough for them here. It's ENCE that looks so calculated on train. Their CT side was actually really fun to watch. Great map control, nice pushes, bullying Na'Vi to stay out of the key choke points. And they do the same on Dust too. Simple jump down, head towards Sopper middle. Actually looking to go back into that fast-paced gameplay perhaps. The Electronic to run through the mid doors as the CTs will have control of long.
Check for the close angle. Gives them a bit more comfort to work catwalk. Alu. The drops spot. We've seen this go a number of ways. Fallen was overcommitted and caught off in one round. You see the power of it. Even Alu, he doesn't hit the shot. He's able to fall away, but the wall protects him so much that he only goes down to 92 HP despite 2 AK shots hitting him.
Short control now for Na'Vi. That allows them to execute towards A, if they so wish. But they're heading back towards middle. Towards spawn will push Alu away from the A side. He has to finish his
Quick shot. Now they go aggressive. 3 over toward B. The one time they want to try and split mid.
It's looking good in terms of the CT setup here. The orb towards window and then Sergey towards the scaffolding. It looks so good. Sergey to recover this. Doesn't go for the trigger discipline. Finds that first. He gets much more out of this. He finds a headshot on Zeus. There's no trigger potential. It's up to Simple now to hit the shot, and he absolutely will. 3 versus 2, and they have B bomb side control.
And Simple has that smoke. It's gone. Flash out. Alexei, he knows he's trapped in. Simple's just watching it. Looks like exactly when he comes out, but take heart, sweetheart. Because Simple will take it from you, and he goes down. Ariel's left with nothing to do. He's got a 1-on-3, and he'll just sit at the top of mid. Let this one go.
It's going to be 6-1. That's guaranteed at this stage. It was looking so good in terms of the setup of the CT. So you got Alu warping towards the window. You got Ariel towards the scaffolding. It looked like a nice setup there, but if Alu goes down quickly with no frags, it turns around very quickly. Sergey got 2, but it wasn't quite enough there. The bomb's going to go on 6 now on the T side as they rack up a massive amount of cash. Zeus has $13,000. Simple and Edward both with 11K as well, and it's another eco print. Agonizing now for them. Can't really justify a force buy here. Need the cash in the next round. That was the opening kill. They managed to hit everything. That was the one that really sealed the deal there to shut down Sergey. Lexi B trapped in the corner. Nothing could be done. You're seeing Simple really come into his own now. He wants another shot at the grand final.
Alu didn't even see him walking in. That was quite impressive. As always from Simple, he seems to do that time and time again. But you're right, he wants the major win. He's never won one. Despite being one of the most recurring teams in the finals. 3 times they've been there. This to be a 4th. It's the goal. It's standing in their way and doing a fine job of it. Get the flame this time. They will do so in the fashion that allows AWP to hit the shot, however. Just a bit of utility to force him back down the cave. Sergey spots the hand, but that's not an easy shot with his scout, and more so against the wall, but certainly knows there's presence on the other side of the doors. He looks for it. The cave's fine. I'm already down. Sergey can bait them in. There's a chance that they get the pistol behind the door firing, but it's electronic and Simple. Already on a catwalk that have cleared the other side of the aggression. Edward on 10K, Simple on 11. This is great now because they've got a massive one. There's the bait. At this point, all for naught, however. Flamey going down. It gives them 1 AK to go along with Alu's M4, but that's removed by Forcing into Lexi standing at elevator, unaware that he was so susceptible. It's now 7 for Navi.
Running away in this first half. ENCE haven't had much of a reply so far. The frags aren't coming in for them. Alu 0 and 8 on Dust 2. A staple of his career, this map. He's had so many massive moments. This famous young NIP. But can't really sink his teeth in just yet. And that might rattle his confidence going forward. He might want to take the picks he usually does. We'll see. There he is right at the bottom. Simple yet to die, however. So it's Alu 0 and 8 and Simple 8-0.
Talk about that for an off battle. Quite impressively, flashes will take away electronic this time. Spotted was Alexei as he threw out the nade. Zeus around the corner again, double flash. Caught off entirely. They can't really address the issue on the other side though, because Alexei's already fallen so far off of it and was partially blinded himself.
That same sort of approach we saw from Na'Vi on Train. As soon as they lose a pick, They're trying to get a one back in response, but they choose the worst choke points to do it. Walking into B with no grenades or anything is a problem.
Seven's being clever here, but this could catch him as well. He's going to get Zeus easily, but there's two more. Ooh, smoke would be brilliant. Now he not only does he have the option to fall back, but he gives Sergey time to get in. They've held off the tunnels.
One thing ENCE are very good at is reacting to their advantages. They know when they have good control of the map, they drop their smokes, they run the timer down, and finally they've got a chance to show us how good they are in that department. As once they get those kills, they push in towards upper B. After detecting Flamey, they know his presence towards long as well. There's a good chance the tunnel will clear. X7, great positioning, gets that first, drops the smoke, that's round done. They can still come back and win this half. So sure, it looks scary right now, but they keep all 5 alive here. That would be fantastic for them. They still have control of the B tunnels. It's simple flash Edward. Might be able to get this one. A little bit of damage to 6-7, but Edward's got the kill now.
That brings it back slightly closer, but with 17 seconds, this isn't about the round at this point in time.
Well, they've got tons of money on the Na'Vi side.
That's the interesting thing, so they can justify chasing down and taking guns out of their hands more so than saving. Saving. It's $14,000 for Simple, and he still has the op held out at T-spawn.
He's just trying to deny them getting a double AWP setup, essentially. So he doesn't want to be the one hunting here. Yes, he can buy an AWP next round, but he actually helps the CTs out if he dies there. So, good decision. He doesn't need the extra cash. 14,000 is absolutely fine. The max you can possibly have is 16K. It's round 10 now. ENCE will try and hold on to the cash they have. Another reset would still be disastrous here. They need to start racking some rounds together. As we get into round number 10 here, Simple yet to get a kill for the door. Gonna happen this round either, it seems. That's a challenge at all. He's still on 2 grenades. There's a try and challenge long again. No team presence there at all. They're actually getting ready for a B contact play. They're waiting for this Molotov to go down. The side drive and get the first headshot.
Wow, okay, Zeus. Takes flame damage, finds 2 birds to a point where X7's nade gets him from the grave, but it's fine. Bomb down, sight achieved, and this will be the reset against ENCE. Important that they got 4 alive last time, but they have to keep 3 up this time as well. All of these guys at long have to stay living.
And that's why we see double AWP setup so prevalent on Dust 2. It shuts down that sort of approach quite nicely. ENCE don't really run the double AWP that much, but if they had one in B then towards the window, for example, they'd be ready for that play. They have an AWP established, you can then have more presence towards middle or short, get a couple of kills with your full back. That's a very nice call there from Na'Vi. Just to throw a spanner in the works and have a nice clean round where everyone goes in together. Just to get the opening kills. It's Zeus getting both of those as well, just to know that the only player they lost was him due to the nade thrown by the second player he killed. It is the reset. 3 weapons up. They can drop a couple of rifles here, but it's far from ideal. Will they take the time out here? I think maybe one's required. The fact your AWP is having no impact whatsoever suggests that things aren't going quite right. So the map like Dust 2, well, you're likely to see all the AWPers finding plenty of frags. This is brilliant. The fact that Zeus went before the flames went down as well, he caught the CT's grenade in their hands. They're just recovering from the fact they wanted to spray some smokes down, delay the T's for longer. They weren't expecting him to run through the flames like that.
Real already pushing out toward the pit. He'll hold it off. No aggression this time from Na'Vi, and it's or B again. So despite not being here really at all in the first 8 rounds, the last 2 they've given it some attention, given it some thought. Again, the op is not there.
Same play again.
Repetition. A change to try and hold them off. Sergey only gets 1. Rotation, first one, Alexin. He's already got a flash in. That holds them off just a little bit, but Smoke's on the cross. Does he dare? Does he dare? He wants to. He hits him. Electronic shuts him down immediately. And that should be the round again, because once more, Alu and Ariel are falling off.
Ariel and Alu. Nothing to do with this round, I'm afraid, and that's great from Na'Vi. You won't see many teams go that sort of approach, saying, well, we did that tactic previously, why must do it again? It was so perfect before. But they know they haven't got that double AWP setup, so why not? Just keep pushing it. And they're finding the shots that really count. This time it's Flamey with the double upon entry. You won't see them double on the T side, however, but Electronic finally coming into his own. He will take down everyone in this path, and it's ENCE down to $2,000 per player once again. This map is slipping out of their favor completely. They might not have to say much at all here in the first half. Here it comes. So perfect with the shots as well. Nice control towards Sergey. He was on there for a couple of kills, in the perfect position for him. Ally 0 and 9 and only $2,000 to his name. He certainly is slowed down. Again with the mid-rush again with the USB.
Yes, might as well try it. Simple tagged up. Mow them down. He finds 3. Information enough. He knows the other 2 are in. Keep going, boys. Finish the job. Zeus and Electronic will do exactly that. 10-2.
They'll buy again. Still not ideal. Alu can get the AWP, no armor. Electronic has the best spawn possible for long. I think he'll be thrown over the AWP and he'll go for it. So let's keep the camera on him for now and see if he can open things up. Just 2 is all about the spawns. And just to note, ENCE got the double orb set up for the first time to try and counter that B play. They have to get an orb in that B bomb set now. It's the only way you're going to shut down those contact plays.
7 is over. He's actually already wide on the mark, by the way, as Electronic is forced off. So a bit of contact between the 2 on B. Shuffling guns. There's money no matter what at this point for Na'Vi till the end of the half. That's a debate. Entirely will be the result of this round and the next. I think everyone's touched the op now. Maybe it's good luck.
Yeah.
Blow on the dice. Electronic's gonna go very quickly. Just do the quick check. That's becoming more and more common. Quick flash. Make sure no one's behind the doors. That way you're comfortable getting into the Xbox where Aerial waits. He's not alone. Both back away, but taking the initiative elsewhere to close in on the doors. They want to walk the catwalk if they can. It's not going to be very good apparently because Electronic and Simple already finding kills, and he'll go back. Electronic drops the bomb to watch the flank. Someone's got to get that bomb though. They're still just waiting it out for kills. 40 seconds. Get a little off. Now will, but actually not aware that Flamey was going to be down below, and Zeus shows up. Grounded control, all on Sergey. It's Flamey at least, but bomb is not in his hands this time. It's already gone with Simple toward A. You gotta love it. Low HP on Edward, take no chances. Simple Molotovs off CT, even though Sergey was well removed out toward mid doors, just to make sure he couldn't get a peek. Couldn't get there quickly, and again, it's going to be another save to try and keep the op in play. Edwards, aware of that, starts to go.
Sergey brought up this orb to defend against that contact play. As soon as he does it, they leave the B side alone completely, of course. That is going to be gut-wrenching for him. And now they've definitely got the funds to justify hunting him there. He's missed the first shot. That's going to make things exactly where he is. And Zeus nails it with the scope. 11 frags are his name and 11-2 in favor of Na'Vi on the T side of Dust 2. $3,000 per player. This map feels like it's over, I'm afraid. I'm not really sure what I can do with this now. They haven't turned up to it. Na'Vi have played a perfect game, changing things up. And that's the thing, like, this is why we don't see Dust 2 that often. And this major especially, in the first 2 stages of the tournament, we barely saw it at all, because if a team gets in the zone like this, so they start running away with the cash, it's very difficult to recover on that CT side. You need the orbs, you need all your utility, and if you're not dragging hard, it's going to be stifling almost, as the auto sniper's at the play. He'll throw the play, I assume, before the round is over, but for now, holding strong with that weapon you don't see very often at all.
Sergey, spiral stairs, just peeking up to see if there's any headshots available. So far there's not, and if he gets too much further out in the hall, Electronic and Edward are watching it, expecting some sort of push. Let's see a little bit more because Sergey spotted out. Alexi's already pushed in, and they're also attacking from catwalk, so that's an AK down, but not yet recovered.
Now this is now things get a bit problematic. Why Flamey still has this weapon, I'm not really sure. It's not ideal, and it could actually lead them to a loss here.
Okay, has been picked up by Sergey. Edward's aware that it's they know someone close to the tunnel's a good find. Rifle gone already. Low HP for Alexi, and does he get the Edward just gonna wait to get the clean shot rather than try and fire through the door. Probably would have liked the invitation, but Electronic finds his head as he sneaks out. Wanted to catch them off. It won't happen. 3 alive. Just 1 with an MP9 on the CT side.
It was looking a little bit scary for them at one point, but 3 versus 1 now. Alexi going to be dropped as well. It's 12-2. On the T side of Dust 2, ENCE had a chance there, and the reason we talk about the auto sniper is because you normally just buy that weapon around number 15 or in overtime, and you can do damage to the door. You do not want that in the mid stages. It is pretty terrible, and they're going to buy them again. This is for the team spawn. They want to do damage through the doors and get rid of them. They're walking around the map with these weapons. Something's gone horribly wrong. We're probably going to see a kill at the start map. Let's get the hype ready. If they get it, it's going to be exciting. You can see a lot of content now.
Oh wow, didn't even do any damage.
How? Okay. Well,
That's unbelievable.
normally you see a kill when 4 auto snipers come out, but okay. No damage at all, apparently.
I really wish that was Neo so we could make the obvious reference.
Sure.
Smoke in, Flamey tries to fire at it. Yeah, they switch back the guns pretty quickly. Na'Vi, old tactics, but looking to be very comfortably waiting for the second half, and then the third. Fires down. He does get a kill. He's still trying to find it behind the door. Quieter crowd this game for obvious reasons.
Yeah, this one hasn't been as electrifying as the first, unfortunately. But still has a chance to warm up in the second half. ENCE have been very strong in comebacks. I don't think they have a chance of winning this now, but they can make the scoreline competitive. 5 versus 4, Alu will finish this half. I think 1 kill and 13 deaths. He didn't get a single AWP frag. He got 1 USP kill. That was it.
And is this the pinch to end the dream, though? That's the one, because they've had comebacks on the stage, but they've never been completely demoralized in a single half, where in which they look so flat. This is where you really have to dig deep.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Mirage at this stage. 13-2. It's absolutely certain now. It's Na'Vi who have played a perfect T-side and dust to that. Nice calculated deep bolts, good executions, and also good contact plays as well. They really were bullying the fact that ENCE weren't ready with the double AWP setup. They never really had the finances to, and when they finally did adapt, that's when they start coming back towards a great fragging potential from Na'Vi, not so much from ENCE. Can they get back into this in the second half? Well, you're going to have to find out after this break.
Well, the best part of what have happened in that half for ENCE was the part I must have missed, because it's 13-2. I suppose if you really want to clutch at something, you could say the 4 kills for Aerial in the first gun round, but it didn't really go much further than that. And in fact, no one on ENCE has double digits.
I thought at that moment, that's when they'd get on their feet and start showing us what they're made of. Their CT side on train was so fantastic. We were hoping to see more of it. But if anything, it was very, very disappointing. They couldn't get going at all, and Navi was toying with them towards the end. Auto snipers and all. We'll see if they can close out the game with a pistol here. In terms of ENCE's T-set approach, you have 4 players in the B tunnel right now, and Edward, remember, got a pistol ace to trade with the USP. This time they're down to 8 HP.
That brings in Flamey. You want to talk about pistol aces? He got 2 on Inferno, the first player ever to find 2 aces in a single match, and it was on both pistol rounds.
Well, that's going to be the bomb recovered at least, but 2 kills given away. They have 1 flash remaining here, and Simple is ready and lower. Nice shoulder bait from Alexi B to at least keep himself alive. But there's almost no way they can win this. Allo has to do something unbelievable.
Trying to get a headshot toward the ramp. Spot an electronic. Oh no, Flamey wants to go for more. If you got 5 in 1 pistol round, he wants 6 this time, but he won't. Edward and Simple get the kills instead, and Flamey will make up for it. He'll find Alu, 14-2. This will be ENCE's toughest challenge yet on this stage. It's been rainbows and butterflies, but now it's a bit of a struggle. Even if this game is lost, you have to regroup. You have to pick yourself up backstage and recover immediately, because otherwise this tournament's over.
Yeah, this is where they'll really be tested. You're absolutely right there. They're going to be gutted after this one. Morale's going to be low. They need to remember they've won the first map. Mirage is a decent pick for them, and they can pull this one back, but it's difficult to actually put it into practice. Very easy to say. As we'll see them force by here, they kind of have to now. Can't let it go 15-2. Deagles, couple of scouts as Navi to close this out very quickly indeed. Nice shot.
Wow. Precision. Stopped on a dime. Shot on the out. Zeus accidentally bumps the smoke, so it won't come into the door. Flamey's aware of it and tries to go back out. Trying to sneak through the edge of that smoke, and rightfully so. Alexi takes advantage of the incidental body block, shall we say, from Zeus to punish him.
They do have a slight chance here now. They have smoke to get themselves towards the site, but here's Simple. He's got the scouts on the A-bomb site here. Smoke will be deployed towards CT spawn. It's one of these shots. It might be absolutely here. Keep one. So they have a fight. The riflers for Navi, only good for 1. Takes area down to 2 HP. 3 versus 2 now as the bomb's planted. Bomb has been planted.
Swings back. Wants to separate himself from the bomb and use that range to his advantage. Aerial is low HP, but he's sacrificial. All he's serving to do is make sure no one's going to sneak through long and catch off Alu, but as we can tell, the response from ENCE to win out second round means save already for Edward and Flamey. So they'll keep this game alive. I think this would even, if they could pull this back, would even beat that against Team Liquid on Inferno.
That would definitely be.
Just going to say it now so we can look back on this if it happens.
Just in case.
Just in case.
There's always a chance.
Otherwise, just forget everything.
We'll see. Next round will be telling, absolutely. I'm not sure whether Navi will buy into it. They have got 2 orgs saved. Great work from Aerial. Like we said, I don't think they can win the map, but if they can at least bring it back to a reasonable scoreline, that would be worth it. Simple looking a little bit frustrated there, missing a couple of scout shots. Just 1 kill would have been enough, I think, to win the round, but unfortunately for him, it doesn't work out. And they're going to force buy. Interesting. I bought 2 orgs, so I suppose it's worth it. It's a massive scoreline. Much better off waiting for a chance to close it out. But here we go. Didn't pick it up yet. Down done just yet. Simple. Dangerously close to his target, and he goes in for seconds. Still no damage done, and he'll fall back.
Just waiting patiently to get back to the 12 lane. He spots that 1 shoulder damage done to Sergey, who got away from the AUG. Keep that in mind as well. You save 2 AUGs. You don't have a lot of utility. The AUGs can allow you to hold angles. Previously couldn't, so it does offset some of that slightly.
Very powerful weapon. Round 18 and mid-control established for ENCE. Edward aware of that. He goes through the smoke and spawn. It leads to his demise though. That's the opening pick now for ENCE, but Aerial and Sergey happy. And Edward will answer back. This time it's ENCE who give up the frag for free towards B. Nice work from Alexi though. Wallbang through the wall, but simple.
There, but he's not now. He's got down. Edwards picked up the other off though, and he still holds the door. Zeus is struck immediately from Catwalk, and it's on to Aerial. He's alone in the B site for now. He's not aware of it, and he's going to take his time because he knows the rotation's going to go toward the window. In fact, Zeus goes back up Catwalk. They aren't convinced that he's over toward B. So the AUG finds 3 in the hands of Edward, and he was not one of the ones originally holding it. So good rotation. Aerial though wants to go straight on with it. Looks at it, finds the headshot. AK still prevails.
Oh, here we go then. Zeus has won plenty of clutches here today, especially on train. He has the advantage. Aerial, the Molotov down will buy him some time. He's trying to cross over. Zeus doesn't see him. It's the incandescence of the flames that keeps him alive there. And does he know he's crossed over? Seems to have a hunch at least. He has a Molotov, can use that towards the back of the bomb site. He's running out of time though.
Just over top of the box. Time not a factor anymore. He's got a kid, he's on it. It's 15-3. He's 1 round away from tying the series. We go to Mirage next. Just to note, that'll be a bit more explosive, I have a feeling. This one was a bit underwhelming, but Alu, we can pick him up as much as we want. Hasn't really been firing. In fact, at all, he's got 1 kill, 15 deaths. But if he turns things around on Mirage, we've got a game.
Well, remember what he did on train as well. He's not like he's having a bad day today. It's a bad map. And with a scoreline like this, you're just going to forget about it and move on. You've already got a map under your belt. It's the 3rd map. You had to win 2 anyway. Buy up what they can. It's actually not too bad. They're the 3 AKs, the Scout and UMP. At this point, just waiting. Close it out. It's going to be Frag though, nice position, but Electronic with a better shot. He'll go down to 23 HP and somehow wins the duel at range of the FAMAS.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. FAMAS is the least used of the rifles. Certainly simple, flaming. Aerial, gone. Alu, the only one left, 1 on 4. Pack it up. Ship it to Mirage. And again, this is where the challenge is for ENCE. It's not what happens in the circle right now, it's what happens outside of it between the maps. Because they've got to regroup. 16-3, Na'Vi back on level footing. And they send an absolute warning shot for map 3.
We talked about how calm ENCE looked on train. That's because obviously things are going in their favor. They were competitive on the map. They looked rock solid. They come into this one and they've been stunned. They weren't expecting this response coming in from Na'Vi, and what a